All right. Let's make sure we're live here. Are we live? Here we are. How many do we have on? We have one on. All right. That's okay. This is going to be the most boring live stream you have ever seen. But that's okay. That's just fine. So, let me tell you what this live stream is about. It's not about me. It's not like about me showing the world like how strong I am and how buffed I am and all this, because I'm not. My live stream is about me encouraging others who might be where they're at in my life. I just did 2 live streams over on Rumble today working with the guns. So YouTube is going to, I will do as much of the reloading as I can on YouTube. I'll keep that going until they fully kick me off, but I'm going to be doing I told you I would be doing workouts, so here we go. Okay, we got the awesome Rex Chandler. Okay, man, let's do it. I love that. Let's do it. I love that. So I'm gonna tell you guys, my goal is to encourage you. Tacos and French fries. Tacos and French fries. He is probably as big as what Lou Ferrigno used to be. So tacos and French fries. He's here to, push me to the limits, right? And so he's like, yeah, okay. So this is the deal. So I'm 58 years old, and I began working out when I was 14. And up till about, say 2 years ago, I began experiencing, you're getting there, yeah, you are. I began experiencing the old age arthritis type of stuff. And some of the other guys that were a little older than me said, man, you'd better slow down. And then, I twisted my ankle at work. Bam, that really messed things up. And so that physical therapist told me, they looked at my shoulder and they said, you want to do the machines for a while. Get off the heavy weights, do the machines. So I did the machines, love the machines, got away from bench. But now that I'm back, I've been bench pressing and it's going really good, except I'm having to, and Rex has told me he's having this problem. And so I've been working this to where it's going away. I'm here to tell you, Rex, I don't think you get rid of it 100%, but I think you can get rid of the majority of it. And just what we can't do is, I don't know. Maybe I will get back up to a 405-pound bench press. I don't know. Will I? If I don't, I'm not really upset. My goal is to maintain my health, be able to do things that I would like to do, and also to beat the rocking chair. I want to beat the recliner. That's what I want to do. And so I'm going to show you my routine here. It's probably going to be an hour and a half at least, probably longer because I'm going to be talking as we go. But you're going to see that I have struggles too. It's not easy for me, and it's not easy, right? But what excuses are for people that they don't want to really jump in there and earn it, okay? And so what I'm telling myself is, guess what? Don't stop, okay? I'm 58. I'm not going to stop, okay? So first off, I'm going to show you this, Rex. So my legs are dying. I did legs yesterday. And so I hate you guys. I hate you guys. I hate all of you. Yeah. See, whenever I do legs, I hate everybody the next day. I go to work, and people come to work and go, "How you doing?" I say, "I hate you." And they're like, "Oh, you did legs." Yeah, I hate you. So it's the joke. Okay, so I just hate you guys because tacos and French fries made me do legs. Okay, so thanks tacos and French fries. I appreciate that. Okay, so one of the problems we have is our shoulders, and um, I'm going to be doing more like back workouts. There's some stuff we can do in back workouts that can help us with this, and one of them is I can put my band up there with my rope, and I can come back like this. Okay, I want to tell you what the problem with our shoulders are. Our minor pec right here pulls, and it's pulling this forward. Okay, so one of the things we need to do is strengthen our delts. So one thing you can do, you go like this, come back, and then flex and hold. Your delt is now pulling back. Okay, deadlift will really help with this, and also the bands with the rope, because now your delts are pulling back. Okay, but what we still have is we have the pectoral minor right here, and it's pulling. So in our minds, we do this to stretch it. Okay, it kind of stretches it, but it really doesn't. You're really kind of stretching your shoulder. Del Pogue's in the house, buddy. It's kind of stretching your shoulder. It's kind of stretching your chest, but it's really not pulling the minor. You need to pull the minor. So to pull the minor, what you're going to do, um, I usually do this in the house. Take your biceps and put it against something, and now just kind of go like this. Kind of drop your leg, and it's going to pull directly here. Now we're not stretching the arm. Now what we're doing is we're pulling on this minor, and I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. But here's the trick. Do it every day, 3 times a day. Okay? So I'm going to hold that there. And I've already done it a couple times today. I'm just holding it there. Now, this is not going to cure it all the way. The next thing you got to do is I stop my bench press for a little while. You're going to have to stop your bench press long enough for your minor to give that up. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to do some deadlifts, you're going to have to do some delts, dumbbell pulls, and leave the chest alone, okay? So I would say give your chest maybe 2 or 3 weeks and work your back, okay? But while you're doing that, you're gonna stretch that minor. That's the issue. So I'm really feeling it. I mean, now I'm not feeling it in the arm. I'm feeling it directly here. The next thing that you want to do, okay, you're going to come over here like this, and you're going to grab these big old 70s. No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to get these 10s. And all I'm going to do is a small circle. Well, what I'm doing is I'm literally stretching this. If you got too much weight or your circle's too big, lower the weight in a smaller circle. Okay? And I can almost just let it hang. Just like that. You might even want to kind of drop your fingers a little bit. Really let that stretch. Okay? And then I do it to the other side. And the camcorder's here, and I don't want to come up on you here. So you just want to get both sides really good. Okay. So do those 2 exercises. And now the last exercise we're going to do, and the physical therapist helped me with this, is you're going to pull back and then flex your back muscles and hold it. Okay. Pull back, crunch down. Okay. Crunch your delts in, and that's going to pull. All right. So now I'm pretty much warmed up. You might still want to do some of this. It doesn't hurt. Okay. But make sure you're not ignoring this. So now, okay, the next thing on our bench press, I'm really adamant about this, especially because I lift weights by myself, and for the most part, I always have. The only time I ever had a spotter was when they were a really good spotter. And I'm going to tell you this. Your entire workout is that last rep, that last set. The last set and the last rep. If you want to gain strength and size, it's the last one. And so if you have a spotter that takes it from you, he just took your whole workout. So a good spotter is one that's going to come under you with 2 fingers, and they're really not going to touch the bar. And they're like, go, 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 go. The only other thing he's going to do is if you lose it, now he's got it, okay? But the way I lift in a way that I've got it, okay? And I'm going to show you this. I've got it. So I lift by myself. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to warm up with the bar. And I've always done this, starting at my youngest years. Okay, I'm going to warm up with my bar. Well, now we're older, it's even more important. So I'm going to come up. First off, I got my feet where I need them. I'm going to come up, lock out. Okay, I want you to remember the lockout when you come back. Now, don't do this. Shoulder issues. Do this. See how my elbows are going kind of pointed to, say, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I'm not going 9 and 3. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, so I'm going to come down here like this, and I want to make sure that if I drop this bar, hey, it's not a problem. Okay, so now we have no worry about if I want to put 405 pounds on here and go for it, I can. But there is one thing. Do not take your safety spotters for granted, and I'll show you why. And this is why locking out is really important. Some weightlifters, they come up here like this, and they wrap it like that, okay? Well, sooner or later, you're going to miss, and you're going to do this, and you're going to hurt yourself. So what you want to do, you want to get the habit of, after you come down, you're going to get the habit of coming up, right? And then down. That's how you're going to do it. Your height is set to where you're going to overshoot the J hooks, and you're going to lock into it, okay? Now, in addition to your stretches, you might find, okay, we want full range of motion, but you might find that that is all you can do. Now, for me personally, I have done bench press a lot of times in my life where I stop 1 inch higher. And I'll tell you why. I stop 1 inch higher because it puts the brakes into the triceps and you're going to build strength. So if you find your shoulders hurting by coming all the way down, reduce the travel by about 1 inch, and you'll find that now all the stopping is on the triceps, and you're taking off on the triceps. So that's going to put strength into your triceps. It's going to lower your bench a little bit, but that's okay. Keep in mind, when we go wide and we come down, all the weight is right here in a way that's really not natural. That's why bench press really isn't the greatest move. It's a good move. So if we pull our hands in a little bit and we come down, if you stop 1 inch higher, your triceps break. And think about it. Once you get here, it's all chest, baby. It's all chest. So now you're building chest, you're building triceps with minimal shoulder. You'll always have some shoulder work, but you're minimalizing that, okay? So let's go ahead and now what I do is I go ahead and I put a warm-up set into it. And so I'll tell you what I think of this rack by Lifeline Fitness. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't like the fact that to spot, you don't really have as much room as you'd like. I wish to have a little more room. And it's a little light duty, but it's not bad. I can't say it's a bad. I'm really looking at the Rogue. I think that's going to be down the road for me. They've got an incredible half rack, but this is getting the job done, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, now, I want my eyes just this side of my bar, okay? And I have everything straight to the ceiling. Gonna come here like this. I got my heels down, my back is arched, and I'm actually pulling my shoulder blades in. I'm not flat. That's another thing. Flat's gonna hurt your shoulder. Instead, you want to pull your shoulder blades in almost as if you had a foam ball under your spine, kind of pushing your spine up. That's really going to help your shoulder. So now, there's the lift. Arms are locked. And now, and I'm lighting my bar to the line on the ceiling, okay? That's how you know that your left is not passing your right and your right's not passing your left. They've both got equal strength, as close as you can keep it. When I spot at the gym, I do a really good job at the gym, and so like when I'm spotting and I'm here, I'll tell him, pull your left, push your left, push your left, or your right or whatever. And guys like that. And so they get done, they go, well, so my left's lagging, yeah. And then I teach them how to line up on the ceiling. And then when they're maxing out, I'm saying, watch the plates. Push the plates with your eyes, okay? And I'm going to talk about that, okay? Pushing the plates with your eyes, okay? Okay, so now, one of the things that I do, we got Ragnar Adventures. All right, man. It's good to see you, brother. So, one of the things that I do to move weights is I use my mind to do the push, okay? Work smarter, not harder. I don't sit there and go, oh, looking back and forth at the weights. I pick a point, but I lock my eyes peripheral on my weights, and I don't push with my muscles. I push with my eyes, okay? Kind of like in karate, right? Your eye is an extension of your knuckles. So your eyes are going to push your plates, okay? We can go, no, 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 no. Take your eyes, push the plates. Now, the workout I'm going to show you on my bench, I want you to take that concept and put it with this concept. Okay? I'm talking getting strong, but I'm going to show you how to build a big chest. Okay? Here we go. Okay. Get your heels locked in. Down. Five times. Think about it. You're going to start learning to push the weights with your eyes. Weight training. Your eyes know your muscles better than you. So we're going to do 5 reps. And each week, we're going to bump that 5 pounds. You know you can lift 5 pounds more. So our eyes are going to train our muscles to follow them. And all you got to do is 5 reps, 5 more pounds a week. Except for one little thing. I'm rehabbing this. So what I'm doing is I'm not pushing myself to that point. I'm holding it at 5 pounds per comfort. When I feel that, I'm like, all right, that's it. And then maybe the next week I'm going to hang under that just a little bit, making sure that I don't hurt, because you don't want to hurt yourself, right? Look, we're older, right? So we got to think smart. When we're young, we could go, oh, I'll recover, right? It's not that way. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is my 10 pounds. That's all I'm putting on. So while I'm getting my breath, and I'm going to tell you in a minute how long to pause in between sets. These are also by Lifeline Fitness. They're rubber. And when I got them, I was like, oh man, I hope I'm not going to regret this. I don't. These are, I got to say, when I upgrade, well, I'm going to end up upgrading to the Rogue. They got some awesome plates. And I will get some bumper plates for deadlift, but I'd like some steel plates. That's king. You can't break them. But these are not half bad, and they got the rubber coating, and they're pretty durable, and they're affordable. So it's a great place to start. So I'm just telling you, they're affordable, right? So, and to be honest with you, if I always stuck with this, I would be fine, okay? I guess I'm just kind of a picky guy. I'm driven to, I always want to, like, push it as far as I can. Get a Rogue, right? But really, if I stuck with this, it would be fine. So, okay, let's do a set. Then we're going to talk about how long to pause in between sets. A lot of air. Watch my head. Okay? My head is looking straight away, straight up. So when I'm pushing that weight, my eyes are pushing. My eyes are literally hooked onto those plates going. Okay. Hey, Thomas, Eric, how long do you pause in between sets? If you were wrestling someone on the ground and you had to hold them for a moment, you might not go into your next position until when? When you have full wind, if that was ideal. You know, when we're wrestling, not everything's ideal. I'm saying for you to take your opponent down, the best it can be is full strength, right? That's what you want with your weights. What you don't want to do is go too long, okay? Once you have your breath, now you're as 100% as you can be, all right? Hope that makes sense. In other words, some guys say, I don't know how long I should I go, 30 seconds? Should I go a minute? Should I go 2 minutes? It's when you get your breath back and you're not fatigued under that due to lack of air, okay? Squatting, it's the same way. Let me do a set and I'll tell you. Okay, the whole time your eyes are on the plates. Squatting. How long are you going to pause in between sets? When you get all of your wind back. Okay, one of the things that protects the discs in your back. One of the things, well, muscles, but air. Your lungs supporting that, okay? So if you go in for a squat and you're lacking air, you're not setting yourself up starting out on a rock, right? You could have to wait 5 minutes in between sets on squats. If you're doing enough weights and enough reps, 5 minutes, you might be 100%, okay? You just got to time it. I couldn't tell you in minute-wise how long it takes me in between my squats because I just wait until I got all my wind. Now, once you have your wind, it's like a clock. That's why you see me talking, but then all of a sudden I stop and I'm doing business. If I wait too long, okay, the most important part of your workout is the last set and last rep, okay? But the most critical part to your workout is keeping yourself moving all the way through, okay? Don't start letting your stamina do this. You want to keep your stamina going up, okay? Michael, done. We're having fun, man. We're having fun. I wish I could do the reloading. I really do. It bums me. Kind of breaks my heart, but I thought, okay, why lose your YouTube channel, right? Keep it rolling. Here we go. Okay, so remember, everything you do on your bench for setting up, everything you do for your overhead barbell raises, everything you do, you're setting up on a rock foundation. Okay? Get my hands lined out. gotta be dead even now. Get my heels lined up. Get the haunches of my back, my shoulder blades pulled in. So notice I'm only incrementing with 5 reps, all right? So what I'm going to do at this point, this is where you have to be smart. The 2 most important plates in your plates is your big plates and your really, really, really little plates. Now, I said I'm going to stop. If I want, I could pack 245 per side, but I want to strengthen this. So I'm going to start slowing down, saying, okay, where am I at here? Okay. If I go too far and this starts hurting, it didn't get done healing all the way, and I'm going to have to slow back down. So what I'm doing is I'm just pacing myself. And some people tell me that I should be able to get a considerable amount of weight back from my bench. Others say I probably won't go much past this. So I'm just going to find out. If you think about it, if I can get this to where I'm doing 2 1/4 pretty comfortably, that's not bad. If I could do 2 1/4 the rest of my life, that's great. Now, okay, let me do this and then I'll tell you the next thing. My bench is sliding up. Keep everything perfect. It's all a science. It's not a science in your head. It's a very true science. There's my heels. There's my shoulder blades. Yes! No pain. No pain. That's what Rex Chandler wants. So, Rex, you have more than likely the same problem I have. Beginning of this video where I showed you to stretch that pectoral minor out, that's the key. And strengthening your back delts, okay? So now I'm going to do something really smart. I'm going to stop here. Okay, what I was getting ready to say. The other thing about 5 reps is that's all you need to do to really gain strength and good mass. It's the other moves that I'm going to show you that are going to put your mass into it, okay? But because I'm 58, reps of 12 are going to really push the arthritis. So I don't want that, right? Low reps, get your weight where you can get it, and that's good enough. Now, the reason this is good for everybody, I'm sorry, I apologize. The reason this is good for most people is if you're able to bench, if you can bench press 40 pounds, bench press 40 pounds. Do 5 sets of 5 And that's your workout, right? Okay, so I'm trying to encourage people. You got to take care of yourself. You only have one you, right? Be aware as you're pulling your plates off, you have weight on that end. Don't let your bar flip. I'm far from it, but it can happen. All right, so I'm going to set myself up for my next one. And I have to go 25, 15, 15, pay attention, boys and girls. Looks like I'm the one that needs to pay attention. All right. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. It's just like preschool. Woo! I'm smoking now. All right. This is incline bench. If you have shoulder issues, this can irritate it, okay? I'm on my road to recovery. So I'm just squeezing, kind of tiptoeing into this, okay? You have to bring the bar down to here on incline, here. You almost want to hit your Adam's apple, but don't hit the Adam's apple. Where your bone ends, that's, see the little bones? That's what you want to hit, okay? We're hitting our upper chest. And make sure you're back where you need. Okay. On these, I'm coming in like a 1/4 inch closer each side. The further out you go, the more it's going to put on impinging your shoulders. You don't want that. My bench press is normally here. I'm coming in about a 1/4 more. Now, when we come down, it's not like this. It's like your bench. Your elbows are going to kind of go this way. And what's going to happen is you're going to work more of your triceps right there, okay? So here's my bench. Here's my incline. Now, don't do this. 1, you won't work the chest as much. 2, you're going to mess your shoulders up. Come up here, okay? Felt great. I need to pull this forward so I don't hit my J hook. There's a 10. This whole setup, and this bench, not my dumbbells, and my bands for about 1,500 or less, way less. But yeah, you can do a lot with this right here and the bands. If you had these plates, this hoist equipment, I can also do leg extensions and leg curls with this and my bands. You wouldn't need any dumbbells. I'm just telling you, okay? So this half rack does not take up much room in a garage. I'm just telling you this. Here we go. Let's get on it. Get on it, Cletus. Okay. There's my bench. Pull it in about 1/4. That brings me a 1/2 inch closer. That takes all the stress off my shoulders. Okay, one last thing I gotta do. Tilt my seat just a little bit, okay? There's my bench. Come in about 1/4. Pull that forward a little more. So our goal with these isn't to powerhouse these. All we're doing is we're stretching the chest and we're working it. We're working our tris. Now we are also tagging our shoulders. I do chest, shoulders, tris one day. Back. Okay, wait. Chest, shoulders, tris, and calves one day. The next day I do back, biceps, forearms. The next day I annihilate my legs, and through all that I don't do a lot of abs. I don't. You say why? I say I'll tell you after this set. There's my bench. Pull it in 1/4. Feels good. No pain. No weakness. Breathe in all the way down. Lock out, straight back. Now, when I'm breathing, breathe in deep. Don't explode with the weights. Explode with the air as your eyes are moving the weights. My eyes are pushing. My eyes are pushing, okay? The reason I don't do abs is when I've been over doing barbell rows, I'm squeezing. When I'm doing deadlift, I'm squeezing. When I'm curling, I'm squeezing. It doesn't mean I shouldn't. I'm just saying they're getting hit in the major moves. I don't need to, okay? I don't care if it's washboard. They're strong, okay? One mistake I made, I bought my Roman chair for hyperextension backs. Waste of money. I wouldn't buy that again. Why? Well, let's see. Deadlift, right? Curls, overhead barbell, right? Squats, and your back's got all that weight on it, right? So all I gotta do is stretch my back. The core moves hit the muscles, okay? Core moves, core muscles, okay? So I don't worry about it, okay? I don't need to. So, all right, here we go. Plus, I hate them. I would rather go, once I'm done working out, I want to go play with a gun. That's all. I don't ask for much. There's my bench. Pull it in a quarter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo, 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 woo. I'm the big dog. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So far, you have not seen me do 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps. We'll do that after I do my decline, okay? Okay, Ragnar Ventures, I just do setups for abs. However you got to do it. If I wasn't lifting weights, then I would do sit-ups, okay? So, you know, but you got to do it one way or the other, okay? Hey, Big Jag Bands, good to see you, brother. Okay, here we go. Next set. All right, so I gotta tell you guys this. I'm making a ton of yardage on my shoulder. I have no pain on this, none. So I'm gonna stop there. So my program is just 5 sets. 5 sets. And you know what? If I will just tell myself, don't push the weight yet. Don't start stacking the 10 on a week or 5 on a week. Just hold it here. I can get this stretched out, my shoulders in full rotation, and then I can start adding the weight. Do it smart, right? Sneak up on it. So let's do some decline bench. I love decline, and decline is a lot more forgiving on your shoulders, okay? Now give me a second, I gotta change my streams. I have a chart. It's called my strength chart. I record my numbers each week, but it also tells me my J-hook positions. Okay, I need 15 and 6.5. 15 and 6.5. So these are going to go right there. That's a 15 degree. If you get a bench that drops down, you need at least 15 degrees. Now, I'm going to show you guys this. goes here is the apparatus for the leg extensions and the leg curls. That's up there. This apparatus is for when you're doing declines, so you don't go sliding back. But it's also so when you go back initially, you can support yourself so you don't slam your head on your bar. Okay, I'm too close. To line this up, you should be able to go all the way back without your head hitting your bar. Okay? Okay. I think I got my peg position wrong on this. Now my bar is lower, so you'll hit your head. Ah, almost. Man, I got it. Oh, maybe that was 15 and I put 18. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. There. And once again, bar's lower. Scoot your. Okay. There we go. So I really like decline. And for this, I just hold it where my bench is. Okay. I'm bringing it underneath my lower chest. Okay, those are still a little low. All right, here we go. If I could only do incline or decline, I'd take decline any day of the week. Decline is going to put more strength in your triceps, and it's going to build, it's what's going to give you the defined line. Now, I'm bringing my bar to about here, okay, or about there. Incline, you're up here on the bone. Decline, you're going to be down here, okay? On all your moves, when gravity is working for you, you breathe in. When you're pushing the weight or pulling the weight, you breathe out. It's the same on a cable machine, okay? Now, I'm repping it. My chest is ripping. And now I'm getting a pump in my triceps. All right? So I have a request from the viewers. You know, my channel is primarily guns, and that's primarily the crowd I have. If you know somewhere where someone would like to learn to work out and they don't know how and they're intimidated, you could share this video. That's my request. Help me grow. Okay, here we go. So on our bench press and our incline, I only do reps of 5 on bench. I'm after strength, and that's going to build my strength each week. For incline, I stick with 5 because we're really impacting the shoulders. We don't want to overstretch our shoulders. Now decline, you are impacting your shoulders, but you're really working the tris and really working the chest. So now what we're doing is now we're kind of ripping it, okay? I guess you could call it bodybuilding, but I just, you know, I don't know. I'm a gym rat. Here we go. All right. So, I don't have my breath yet. I'm not going to get on that. Don't go return to your next exercise until you have all of your breath. Now, what I try to do, especially on leg day, I have asthma, and I have my inhaler all handy. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. But what I try to do, I want you to think about this. Try to calm yourself and pull your heart rate down and smooth your breathing. Just like we're pushing our weights with our eyes, we're training. See, we're just not training our muscle. We're actually calibrating this to these. That's what we're doing. If we use this knows these better than us. So through faith, we say, okay, I'm going to train my eyes to watch the weights, okay? When I'm done, I'm going to take my brain, focus here, and bring that down. For shooting, you're hiking, you see an animal, you're out of breath. You have to have a means of calming yourself down. If you try to do it, you're going to start breathing, you're going to hyper, and the tears get in the way. But if we have this, and we go, right? So now we're going to do this here. By the way, on this one, I can't see the ceiling line. So I don't know if I'm crooked. I could be, might not be, but I know I'm pumping my tricep. So it's working. Okay, so that is one. We'll do one more. Okay. So I'm 58. I've been going for 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm not even halfway done. My workout's not even halfway done. I got two more things to do on my chest. And then I still have shoulders and tries. Okay. There's no way I could go to a gym and be done in 45 minutes. No way. Hour and a half. Okay. Get your shoulders together. Since we're on the topic, I'm doing sets of 5 on my major, like my bench and my incline. On decline, I started going a little higher rep. But you're not going to adjust your weights unless you know you can do at least 5. Okay? In other words, you're not going to go, well, I'm going to go for a 1 rep or a 2 rep. No. I've never done that. I've never had knee surgery, never had shoulder surgery. I've never hurt myself. I've never been if I can't do it 5 times, I don't do it. That's me. Okay? So now, I'm going to show you the improper way of doing these. Okay. So I got a question. I don't know how many are on, but are there some that would like more of this type of thing more often? Just let me know, okay? I don't want to waste anyone's time, right? Okay. Overhead press. Don't do them. Horrible on your shoulders, okay? So we are going to do barbell presses over the head, okay? Our shoulders weren't meant to do this with weight. They just weren't. Well, we can do this right where you're at right now, wherever you're at. I want you to do something. If Rex is still out there, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. Hey, that doesn't hurt. Hey, I don't bind up on that. Exactly right. This does not mess your shoulders up. You try that. So now if we take this and we do it this way, I'm going to come in here like this. Here's my shoulders, and no stress at all. Okay, that might be why I'm 58 and I still have good shoulders. Back when I was in my 40s and early 50s, when I was 50, a lot of the weightlifters were gone. Their shoulders took them out of the gym. I don't know where they went. They just always my shoulder, then you didn't see them no more. But I kept going, and I think one of the things is I didn't do this. I don't do that. So here we go. Oh, I guess I better put some weight on it. And you don't need a lot, right? You don't need a lot. Five, 6 reps, man. I'm feeling it. 4 on. Is it okay to sit? It's okay to sit in between workouts on legs, sometimes deadlift. I don't sit down when I'm on my other workouts. I just keep moving, okay? Hey, the third SEAL Patriot. Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Been away from the channel for a while. What got you into working out? I've been working out since I was 14. I'm doing working out now because of YouTube trying to, even the other channels are realizing they're really cutting back on the reloading and guns. So that's moving to Rumble. And I didn't want to lose my audience. So I decided to take something that I love, and I decided to start sharing what I do. And I don't ever want people to think that I'm super strong. I'm not a show off, but I want to encourage other people to do it. But I want to tell you something. In my life, I've had people tell me that, well, what you're doing is very sinful, working out. And so I say, really? God seems to be calling others like us to working out. I want you to think about this, all of you. Nothing is a sin until we put it above God. Abraham, you go read Abraham's life of how far he traveled in old age. He had 318 trained soldiers. How'd they get their training? What did they do to get that training? I would imagine the average man today at the age of his prime, if he went up against Abraham when he was 100, Abraham would have taken them in strength. God's huge with strength. I think it's so amazing that our bodies, through this right here, can get strong. It's almost like God said, okay, for those who want it, I'll let you be strong. Right? Today when I prayed, I didn't pray for God to bless my food. I asked God to have lunch with my wife and me. You know what? Abraham got to eat with God. I can only imagine. And so I always praise the Lord. And there's been times in my life when I was going after my 405 bench all by myself. I prayed that Jesus would be my strength. And now I'm going to tell you guys something. When my eyes are focused on the plates, I focus center on Christ when I'm pushing. Praise the Lord as my witness. I'm 58. Why am I not hurt? And I'm like, I know why. And He wants us healthy. And we could say, God, some people, they'll say, well, weightlifting is that's a sin, because you're just focusing on you. Oh, well, let's see. People that watch TV look at all the immorality. People that watch movies that are so horrible in our minds. So who's going to throw the stone here, right? Hang on, let me do a set. Okay, I'm not going to do that, because this is healing and it's saying, I'm not ready, okay? See, if we're going to lift weights, we have to be smart, especially when we're getting older. I like to really throw that up there, but my shoulder's saying, no, I feel really good, but I feel that. So I'm going to back down to this. I think it's more of a sin to let us waste away. Well, when God gave the talents to the 3 servants and told them, here's my investments, increase them, 2 of them made gains and the other one didn't. Well, our bodies are temples and God gave those to us. And so one day we go to heaven and God says, well, you died at the age of 48. All you ever did was sit on the couch. So here's your reward. Oh, hey, you were 72. And you know what? You lifted weights all the way up to this age. And you could no longer lift weights. But I remember something. Your weightlifting taught you to get up every time you were down. And you got up to serve me. Amen. Right? So he who is without sin can cast the first stone. Now, this is going to be really cool. You guys have to watch this. The third SEAL Patriot. I love you, brother. You are a fantastic individual. And I'm just a person that I'm not perfect, brother. Okay, so I always thought that bands were a joke. Bands, who'd want to work out a band? I pump iron, I eat iron for breakfast, right? We're young. A few years ago, went to the therapist and they got me working with these bands. And I was like, wow, these are really pretty incredible. So these are 2x6s integrated in to my frame of my background, my benches. I got my eye on one spot. What I see are my hands moving. I don't tell my muscles to move, my eyes move, and that rips the muscle. Okay. These were really promoted by Lou Ferrigno back in the late 70s, early 80s. I have his books. I was a huge Lou Ferrigno fan. He was my #1 favorite bodybuilder, other than Franco Colombo. I love Franco. I'm so bad with names. Okay, I gotta show you this. If I don't show you this, I'm not helping you. These are just not any bands, and these aren't just any handles. These have heavy D ring hooks. They have thick bands and a solid handle, okay? If you order a set of bands, they're going to come with these really cheap little rinky-dink bands that I gave them to my grandkid. They're light duty. They're for wimps. We're not wimps, okay? Even women aren't wimps. Women, my wife is getting so strong, and she uses these, okay? So I'm going to show you the form. You got to get the form down. If you don't get the form down, you're not going to get it. So now I'm going to add, I got a 50, a 20, and a 60 on each side. So essentially, I have 120 pounds worth of bands on each side. That's why I have huge, massive D hooks in the 2x6s, because I don't want to go flying, okay? Another thing, if you're going to do this, let's say you're going to start off with 60 pounds. Do it with 2 bands per side. That way, if a band breaks, you still have another one to use as your braking system. In other words, if I put a 60-pound band on there and I really reef into it and it breaks, guess what? If I don't go flying, I'm still going to pull a muscle or something, okay? So I always have at least 2 bands, one to catch the other one. Now, I have, okay, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to back this up, because you got to see my foot position. It's all about your footing. Okay. Okay. Any of you ever been into martial arts? Boxing? Fighting? See my stance? See where my shoes, my feet are? If I take the weight off my bands, I'm solid. So I'm not really going to go forward. Okay. So now, because of the solidness of my feet, I'm going to let my arms stretch out to about there. And now I'm going to come in. The beauty behind this is I want you to watch this. If you are working with the muscle that you're trying to rehab, it's a progressive load. Right here, there's not a lot of weight. Then the weight comes on. So if something happens, you feel the muscle hurting, as soon as you go back, it lessens, okay? It's a progressive load. So it's going to go like this. It's not like free weights that are on you. If you have 150 pounds that's pulling the weights, well, you're going to have to lift the whole 150 pounds off you to get off you under the load. You're going to hurt your muscle. These, as soon as you go back, it's lessening, okay? Now, I'm coming here. What I'm not doing is this, okay? I'm right about here. I'm coming in. You're gonna flex. You're gonna squeeze. Get your kids into this. Breathe. I'm screaming. Ah! Feels like someone just stuck an axe right there, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the wimpy 20s off. Oh, I think we better disconnect it there. So on my half rack, I put these magnets. I can hang these. Now I'm going to add these 40s. So I just added 20 more pounds. So as you see, these just aren't your typical little band. Now we're really pumping some power here. I don't rest too long in between these. Okay, get your footing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I'll leave them right there. One more, just like that. Whew. Time under tension. When you hold them like that, that strengthens the ligaments where it attaches to the bone, okay? A lot of repetitions, that's why guys pull ligaments, okay? That's what rips muscles away from bones. So time under tension now, we're working our muscle, but we're fixing where our tendons attach to our bone. We're gonna put that under tension a little bit. So on these, like I say, we're not resting as long as when we're doing major moves. So what's happening is your arms get weaker. You're just pushing everything. Now, one of the things you want to do when you're doing this stuff is tighten your abs. So when I come in here like this, you could rock me one of the abs, and they're already tightened. Yeah, my chest is done. It's like it says no. You need to let me rest for a minute. So when I come in here like this, I'm all firm right here. So I'm just not working this. Your whole body, not trying to be gross, but my buttocks are hard, right? Everything's locked. My lower back, my abs, everything, and that's what you want. Okay. So now I'm going to do my triceps. Yeah, I'm not quite done. All right, this is gonna be kind of cool for you to see how I do my triceps. This is really good. Okay. So preferably you want to be coming from a higher point. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 attachments on each side. So I want to be going like this. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is different than this in the way of the head that you're hitting. I forget which. You got 3 parts of the tricep. I forget which 2 this was hitting. Okay. You're going to get some bands. Get that. Not that. That's plastic. That's just kind of looped up in there. Get more of that, okay? My triceps are screaming right now. I hit them in bench heavy. I hit them on bench. I hit them on the incline. Hit them on the decline, and then I hit them on the barbell raises. Okay. So now they're screaming. Oh, oh my. Ooh. I'm just showing you this. I'm going to be doing dumbbells pretty quick. But this is awesome. Start stacking your bands on this one, and you just powerhouse your tricep. You just rip them up. So this is another good one. All right. So now, my next tricep move right over here. I apologize, but I need some water. Oh man, that's good. So normally I do these facing this way, but since you're my audience, I will come in this way. Yeah, I don't like that. I gotta do it this way, guys. Okay. Get you up close here. Hey! They are burning too, my friend. Get on over here, man. Let's rip it up, brother. Let's rip it up. It's always good to see you. You know that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start adding. Yeah. So so I push down and I stop. I don't come all the way up. I have the tricep break it, then I have the tricep push it off. Okay, if you want to come up, overextend, you can. But for me, I've always stopped right about here, okay? All right. So I'll show you this. Hang on, let me shut that light off. So instead of adding another rubber band, I just pull them under that bar for a little more tension, and it just gives it a few more umph. This is how I work out. I come out here, the lights off towards the end of the day, and I rip it up. I have a good time. Yeah. See, I stop right there. Oh. That's awesome, Jeff. I always knew you worked out. And I just think it's like, that's awesome. You know, we're all on our journey. We're not at the same place, right? Different ages, different strength levels, different abilities, right? But I love this one thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger when he has a heart attack. He says all he focused on was one more step. One more step. I like to think that one day when I'm in that position, I'm just not going to give up, right? One more step. One more rep. One more rep. Yeah. 15, not 12, 15. That's right, brother. Never giving up is not an option. All right. What's the next move? What's my next move? Oh, yeah. This is my preacher curl by, this is the CB6. It's by Valor Equipment. It was just really affordable, and by golly, it does a good job. So it's a preacher curl. Well, Jeff Emily, he already knows what I'm going to do. It's a preacher curl for some, but for others, it's a multi-purpose weapon. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he knows. He's like, I know where Highboy's going here. Gives you back support. Go deep. The other thing I do, Jeff and whoever else is interested, on other days when I'm doing tries, I will actually bring my flat bench this way and use this to as the lift off for my triceps. In other words, I would lay facing up, reach back, grab it, and do my overhead tries. So this is a preacher curl. There's two different triceps I can do on it. It's a multi-purpose weapon. Okay. Oh. Jeff says, earlier this year, I kept saying one more step for months. Hit my femoral artery with an axe. Freak accident, it's all healed, and yes, I do know where you were going. Yeah, I figured. All right. Now, I'll just skip the 50s and go to the 60s. Yeah, that's what Jeff would do. He'd say, Highboy, skip the 50s, do the 60s. Makes Plenty of sense to me. I want 80s. I want 80s. I want 80s. Ah. How is that, Jeff? Ah. Ah. Okay. Next. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay. There's a lot of things I could do with my shoulders, but I've already hit my shoulders. I'm demolishing them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end with my triceps. I mean hey, what are these, Jeff? What are these? My traps. Thanks. Okay, good. The mistake a lot of guys do is they get a lot of weights and they do this. And they're just kind of juggling the weight. You want to be really strict and refined. Okay, I want to talk about reps and muscles. The question is how many reps should I do for a particular muscle? Okay. Your calves, they walk all day, all your life, every day. They're used to a lot of steps, baby. So a little bit of weight a few times is not going to affect your calves. The only way you're going to get your calves to grow is to rep them beyond belief. Sheer pain. Okay? Same with these. These are always supporting you. You do 5 reps, they're like, whoop-de-doo. Your traps are going to tell you, yeah, you did 5 reps. Well, guess what? I hold you up all day. You're going to have to do better than that. So for your traps now, I'm going to be in the 12 ranges. You're going to make your traps hate you because you hate them. I hate my traps so bad. Actually, I love them. And so I'm going to discipline them to be stronger. Oh, yeah. Your legs. You're going to do, legs are different. They're a different animal. With just low reps, you can put strength and size. But you're going to put a lot of weight. Your weights, your legs, they need both. Your legs are used to walking all day with all your weight on them. So now you're going to do a combination of heavy weights and high reps, okay? Whereas like you saw me doing 12 reps on my heavy band exercises, well, guess what? Legs, 18 to 20 reps screaming, okay? Because your legs, they're already used to walking all day. All those stairs you do, they're used to that. You're going to have to overcome that and hurt those, okay? Your chest, what does your chest do? Your chest doesn't do nothing. Your chest doesn't do anything. Think about it. The only thing your chest does is this. That's all your chest does. Oh, it might do this sometimes. Oh, hey, that was a good one. What's your back do? Your back's always holding you up. So a lot of weights, low reps on your back but you can also put some high reps on your back. Your back's like your legs. You go heavy weights, low reps, and then you can slam it with high weights, or low. No, I'm sorry, heavy weights, low reps. Then you can slam it with a moderate weights, high reps. Your back can take it, right? But your chest, your biceps, your triceps, right? So you just make it match the job that the muscle does. That's how it works. Okay. Full range. Don't cheat yourself. Jeff knows. He knows. He's like, yep, I know where he's going. Yep. You know, Jeff, you'll be so proud of my wife. Yeah, don't forget to stretch, especially legs, But in the beginning of this live stream, I talked about stretching the minor. Oh man, it really has helped me a lot, you know. But dude, my wife comes out here and she's deadlifting. My wife is 67, dude, and she's deadlifting and she's getting stronger. Imagine. She's not powerlifting, you know, but she's getting stronger. And it's like, yeah, she gets on the calf machine and she's doing calves and she's mad at me because I'm telling her to do more, and she's getting stronger, and it's like, she does like it. So, okay, here we go. Oh, she's 66, and she's doing really good. And the other thing, she does not complain. My wife, she doesn't have wimp in her. That girl, she is my rock, and I tell her that all the time. Okay. Here we go. So instead of doing a lot of weight and cheating, I'm being really restricted. And that really, in my opinion, you get more out of it. Del Pogue. All right, guys. I've been going for an hour and 51 minutes. And really, I feel great. So, it'd be nice to take a long walk in the cool air or something. But I think I'm going to go and whip my wife in a game of skip bow because last few nights she's been whipping me. So I think I got to really, really get onto it and whip her. I agree with that. So I have a question, Jeff. You know, I've been a little lost because YouTube is being harder and harder on the reloading. And like Jamie said on their live streams the other night, sooner or later, it's all going to go away. So if I did this more often, but in a way, not where I'm showing people how, I don't want people to think I'm special or great or strong or super healthy, but just to encourage people, should I keep this up? And I want you to be honest with me. I just don't want you to say yes, but do you think that this is worth it? The third SEAL Patriot. Thank you very much. Thank you. The thing of it is you know what? I'm not a perfect guy. I know that. But this is the way I look at it. When I started thinking I'd like to bring my channel into a workout channel, a strength training channel, I've been getting flooded with all these videos from social media from, you know, I guess it's one thing to do steroids. It's another thing to be out to here and people get the wrong idea. You know, I ask myself, well, who am I? Then I realize something. I'm the everyday guy, right? So the third SEAL Patriot says Jeff can join along. Dill Poke says go for it. So I'll tell you what, Jeff MOA, it is worth it, but ultimately you need to decide if it's worth it for you, brother. Oh, I think it is because I have a good time. That's just it. I love my viewers. I do, and I don't want to lose the channel. So it's like, what can I do to keep my channel going? And then as I have other things in life I can add, then it keeps my channel going. So I'm going to consider a back workout tomorrow. Let me see how my morning goes. I might just come out here and start off with my deadlift and go through my back routine and my bicep, my curls, show you how I do that. Health is everything. Whenever I went places in life, I always made sure there was a gym there. I went somewhere where there was the gym, would they have a place to hike, you know, exercise bike, something, anything. So I think health is so important. So, all right. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to try and do some more reloading videos throughout this week and see how YouTube deals with them. And we'll just take one video at a time. So I want everyone to type, I want you to type whatever you want and I will call you off. Then I'm going to go mix my 4 raw eggs and my protein and whip Miss Highboy and some skip bow. Yeah. I love you, brother. Praise the Lord. Jeff MOA is out. You guys that have weights at home, get your weights. Follow along. Follow along. All right, and I know we got the third SEAL Patriot. We got Del Pogue. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. God bless. Stay healthy and make sure you keep your eyes on the Lord. Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Oh, Del Pogue, whatever I want. And there he is, the third SEAL Patriot. You guys, I love you. You're great. We'll see you on the next, and we're out.